to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Katie, where we do clean with me videos, sit down videos, grocery hauls. If I were to have a podcast, which this is my podcast, where I talk about random topics that I share with you guys, things that are on my brain. So yes, on today's topic, it is my sober high thoughts. Thoughts that I've had while I'm sober. I have not gotten in a long time. I actually quit doing it when it became legal. So once the government said, you can do it, I said, I'm okay. So that's a little bit about me. If you guys want to know more about my life, my story, let me know and I will get into it. I'm grabbing the wrong notebook. So let me get my desk a little bit more organized and we'll get into, I have 3 topics for my sober high thoughts. I will have more in the future, but I figured 3 would be a perfect amount for that topic. So let's get right into it. Let's go. Come on. Okay, so for my sober high thoughts, I thought I had a lot more written down than just the 3 topics that we're going to be talking about. And one of them is coming off of the holiday we just had, and that is Thanksgiving dinner. And I thought about this while I was at work. I was like, it's weird to me as an American that we all sit down and have the same dinner as a country. Now, if other countries do this, I'm not crap talking on you. More or less I'm crap talking on my country because, like, the history of my country, it's come to light that we are not the, we have some thinking we need to do before we have any say at the big kid table. But we buy the same foods, we make the same foods, and we eat the same foods at our own houses, which is crazy to me as I got older, that I'm just like, that's weird. One, I haven't really looked into the history of Thanksgiving since being an adult, and I'm afraid to, because I'm afraid that I was taught the wrong side of history. And also, talking to some people don't even like Thanksgiving food, which is understandable because, like, who wants, like, you eat mashed potatoes year round, right? Like, mashed potatoes, year round thing. Stuffing, I'll eat a box of stuffing on a random Wednesday. Why not? I love stuffing. Or some people call it dressing, but I love stuffing. Turkey, I will eat. I mean, like, I love turkey. Turkey, like, lunch meat. But, like, I don't do ham. And, like, people do. It's just crazy to me how we as a society just, I don't even know, like, if other countries, I know Canada has their own Thanksgiving. I know that because 1, I have family from Canada. 2, it's the first Monday of in October. I know that. I had to look it up multiple times. I don't remember celebrating it growing up, but I do remember going to my great grandma's house, but I don't think it was for Canada's Thanksgiving. It could be, but we did celebrate American Thanksgiving. They did Americanize themselves a lot. They did move to America. But, you know. So, yes. And I also heard that the first Thanksgiving, they had popcorn there. But, like, also, like, a bit, like, I need to look into the first Thanksgiving because I'm pretty sure, like, we're celebrating something tragic. And I don't know how I feel about that, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't talk about politics on this channel, but if you catch what I'm throwing, I would rather not celebrate something that my ancestors did 200 years ago. That's my opinion. I'd rather be doing something else. That's my opinion. This is why I have this platform. Take it or leave it. If you don't like it, you can leave. Alright, moving on. Going to the movies with strangers. If you guys know me, and if you know my husband, you know we go to the movies at least once a week, if not twice a week. And I find it weird every time we go there, sitting in a room, in a dark room, full of strangers that you've never met before. Well, I sit next to Jason. But like sitting in a dark room next to people and you watch the same movie on the screen, eating popcorn, eating your snacks, drinking your drink, and then you leave and you don't talk to them about the movie. I feel like we should start having a discussion with our neighbors of how they feel about the movie. I'm not talking about like talking to your spouse or your friend or your date about how they like the movie. I'm talking about the person, so like Jason sits on this side of me. I'm talking about like the person on this side of you. Like the random person. Be like, what were your thoughts? What were your notes? Did you like it? Me, you'll find out I like all the movies except for action movies. I think all action movies I do not like them at all. I don't like it. Like, I try to watch action movies, and I think the last action movie I watched, I like Leonardo DiCaprio's action movies because his actually tell a story and it's not like run, 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 go, 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 fight, fight, fight. So I like his movies, and I'm like, are they really action? I watched One Battle After Another. Good movie. Don't know if it was really action. It's more of like a political, like, fight the good fight. I watched Caught Stealing with Austin Butler. Austin Butler, good actor. I think that was the first movie I've seen of his. Good actor. I don't know if he's my favorite actor. Don't know if he's gonna be in the list of one of my boys. If you guys know, I got the Ryans, I got the Chris's. Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth, the guy that plays Captain America. I forgot his name. He's one of the three Chris's, and then I have Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds. You know, those. And then I have some other Leo and all them, but like, I don't know if Austin would be up there with them, where I would be like, I have to go see their movie, you know? Good actor. Action movie, no. So, yeah, I don't know. Going to the movies. Very weird. Like, again, I didn't look into what made people want to do picture movies, going to the movies. Like the whole history behind that. Like, I didn't look into that. Again, these are my sober high thoughts. So like, when you're high, you have thoughts, but these are my sober ones, but they're high. Yeah, okay. So like I said, these are just like off the top of my head. Like, going to the movies, I feel like we should start having discussions with our neighbors with it. Not the person you came to the movie with, because Jason and I have discussions for weeks about the movies. We still have discussion about movies. We go to the movies every year for Christmas. That's our tradition. So the person on the other side of you should have a discussion with them. Okay, last but not least, I was thinking about this the other day, and it was this certain time frame of history. I'm not talking, I don't even know when this would be. I'm not talking like the early 1900s. I'm not talking like 2000s. I'm not talking like yesterday. I am talking medieval pregnancy, like knight in armor, like what you would picture, like the dragons and the medieval times, you know. And I know how did they find out that they were pregnant? Again, I know they probably didn't follow the rules back then that a lot of women follow now. I've had friends that have had babies. I have a friend that is currently pregnant and she can't have deli meats and she can't eat this and she can't eat that, which is crazy to me because if you think about it, the 1900s, the 1800s, they're probably eating bugs. And our ancestors turned out just fine. But medieval time drinking, like I'm talking about like King Arthur, like did the women drink while they knew they were pregnant? And how did they find out they were pregnant? What did they do? Like, did they drink? Again, I'm sure I could quick Google search. But when you are in a state of mind, you are not Googling these things. Like I said, topics. No further details. Just topics. So, those are my 3 sober high thoughts that I've had in the course of the month that I've been doing this, almost 2 months. I will have to say the Thanksgiving one kind of, because like obviously we just got off of Thanksgiving. I wouldn't say Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. Going to the movies, I love going to the movies. Not as much as my husband. I go there for the snacks. But Jason, I like going to the movies with Jason. We've gone to the movies so often. So that's been great. Also, I want to know, I think I'm going to do a video on things Katie has Googled. Because I'm definitely going to Google the medieval time thing. And I'm going to Google maybe the Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to Google my sober. I'm going to Google my sober high thoughts and see what we come up with. That will be a good, but that will be for the new year. Yes, that will be for the new year because that's going to take a lot of time and effort and planning. I'll probably work on it before the new year, like my research, but I'll definitely film it in the new year. So, do you guys have any sober high thoughts that you've thought about? Have you had any high thoughts? Have you had any thoughts where you were like, where did this come from? Because I have had thoughts like where I was like, what in the world am I thinking about right now? So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of If I Were to Have a Podcast. It was kind of a little random. I've had this on my mind, obviously. I was a little all over the place, but I just wanted to get it out there, let you guys talk about it. I really think talking to your neighbors at the movie should be a normal thing about the movie. Not the person you come with. The person that you don't know sitting on the other side of you. I think that should be a normal thing. Be like, hi. You know, meet new friends. I don't know. Or like have like a little discussion after. Be like, come into this room if you've seen. We just watched Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. Or, what's another movie I just watched? Crap. I forgot. I've seen so many. Wicked for Good. You know, like, come in here if you've... Because, like, I don't know. So, I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on these topics, or if you have a topic that we can discuss in the next episode, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Remember, I upload every Monday for If I Were to Have a Podcast. Now, I do try to do clean with me videos here and there, but like, I live in such a I could only clean the same spot so much without you guys getting bored, but you guys seem to love it, so I will try to keep that up. Also, I will try in the new year to do more grocery hauls for you, and I want to incorporate more sit-down videos. I know these are kind of like story times where I'm like chit-chatting with you, so I kind of want to do like a little bit more sit-down videos, but in a different style. So if you guys have any ideas, please let me know, and I will love the feedback. I love you guys so much, and thank you for being here for another episode of If I Were to Have a Podcast. Because, again, if I were to have a podcast, this is the stuff we would be talking about. Even though I already did. Because, again, this is my podcast.